Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of a blind ham radio operator's ham radio adventures. And today I've got a big unboxing video. Let's go. Are we crazy?
Yeah, I think we're a little nuts. So that's what your antenna analyzer sounds like. That's the actual SWR.
Alright, so here we are at the kitchen table for the unboxing. And just to give you a heads up, no, it's not the new amplifier I kind of hinted that I was going to get.
I told you it's going to be too hard. Here.
Oh, okay. Wow. I guess the lay it down so in case I hurt myself. Need the knife for this side, I think.
No, pull it. One.
It's easier. There we go. The other side, same thing. It's orange.
I thought you were blind.
Manuals. Power cord.
Here. That's you.
I'm gonna get at this.
Take that styrofoam out first.
One thing about unboxings, there's a mess. Box, not sure what that is. Might be DVS2.
Remote control.
Keypad, okay.
Keypad.
Probably gave it away now.
Cut it. The other way. Put the blade up. Like turn it upside down and cut up so you don't damage.
I guess you're going to package these things. Okay,
Where's the front?
up here.
Okay, so tip your box. Okay, box coming out. Okay.
Ta-da! Wow. FT-1000 Mark V. How does it look on the front panel?
Good.
There's your shuttle jog. Okay. All right.
Okay, she's rocking. We got her on the cord or something, have you?
No, I don't think. I think it's one of the rings.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't really know how to.
We'll figure it out.
You're supposed to be able to adjust the rings to elevate. Okay. Make sure I got room for the second box. All right. All right, this is box number 2. And where do I start this one?
Want help?
I think so, yeah.
Give me the knife,
If I got
Jim.
it upside, no,
No.
this is upside right.
Give me the knife.
And just start it for me.
Turn it around. Stop there. Stop. Try that.
More packing.
You gotta pull the whole thing out. Hold on to it.
Holy jumpins'. That's the power supply. Okay. There we go. Power supply. Only thing is on it is a switch, so I can lay this under the desk and hook the wonderful cables up to it. It's pretty beefy. All right, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to go and set this puppy up. I don't have a microphone for it because I'm waiting on a connector kit. And yeah, so next video we'll be putting this puppy on the air. See you in the next one. All right, so that was the unboxing of the, to be correct with the nomenclature, Yaesu Mark V FT-1000 Mike Papa, aka Yaesu FT-1000MP Mark V, because that's what they have on the radio proper, and then on the website and in the manual literature it's like I said before, Yaesu Mark V FT-1000MP. So that's the unboxing, and as you could probably see by this outtake, it's been a couple of days, actually it's been almost a week since I actually did the main body of the video compared to now, and the reason for that was I wanted to I needed to wait for a connector kit for my microphone that I'm using with the radio, and I put it all on the air, and I had intended to do a follow-up video, and I will at some point, but after I had it done and made a contact and etc., 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 my phone decided a couple of days later that it was a good time to have some sort of meltdown, and I ended up having to factory reset my phone, and so the video was lost. So we'll conclude it here, and I'll do another possibly in-depth video very, very soon on it, me using it, operating it, and it's a very, very fine radio. It really is. So we'll get into that later on. Like I'll do I'll do a review. So that concludes this one. On the docket immediately next, hopefully in a few days, I can get this one. I'll get this one released, or not this one, but the next one that I've worked on this past weekend, which is a Tower Moseley maintenance project again. Last year was the tower work with all of that scaffolding. For those that have seen it, and it's there in my list of videos. You can see all the janky scaffolding around my tower. Well, in my haste, I had a little bit more things back home on the ranch. The rotor had to go to Yaesu for repair and everything else. So I never got to the Moseley like I wanted to do. So this year, I rented a trailer, a tow behind man lift, and me and a buddy took care of that this weekend. I had VO1IV go up in the lift and make sure everything was tight on the top of the tower. The rotor was all snugged up nice, and the Moseley was all copacetic, and the whole 9 yards. So I've got a video coming of that adventure, and so yeah, it's going to be that's going to be a fun one. I think that might get some nice views. I really think it will. Maybe next to the tower project in itself. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully I can have my wife work on that throughout the week, and then maybe I can release it next week. And then I'll have time to do a little bit of an in-depth review of the FT-1000 Mark V. Yeah, so that's what's on the docket, and I want to thank you guys once again for hanging with me. I know there hasn't been a whole lot of content, but like I said in my previous video blurbs, I'll try to keep something up there every 6 weeks or every 2 months or so, just to let all of you folks know that I'm still around on YouTube, and I'm still active in ham radio and having ham radio adventures as a blind individual. So, and before I run, there's another video as well I want to do after I do the Mark V. I put the pretty much the finishing touches on my portable kit. So the FT-710, if you're wondering, has been relegated to my portable, and I put the final touches on that today. Done my antenna base, my ham sticks, and got the radials and stuff all measured and ringed. So I will do after the Mark V video. I will probably do a video of me setting up the portable kit, in the trunk of my Kia. I'll open up the hatch and I'll lay the battery packs there, and the battery pack and the 710, and I'll run my coax to the base and set that up as a video as well, and show you guys what I've done for a portable kit and how nice it works. A test today on 20 meters, I was pretty good. I was 5.8 down the coast into New Jersey with 100 watts from the 710 on a battery pack. So looking forward to that as well. I don't know if I'll get much usage of it this fall. Fall is closing in now after a long hot summer. And I don't know if my wife and I will be doing a lot of, going to the beach or whatever this time of year. So hopefully I'll have it all buttoned up and ready to go for next summer. I am going to definitely use it next summer. And so there you go. So that's what's on the docket, and I want to thank all of my subscribers. I really do appreciate you, and keep smashing that like button and comment, and I'll try to respond as best I can, and hopefully again this is of some value. I don't know how many visually impaired ham radio operators are out there doing what I'm doing necessarily. People tell me I'm nuts, you know. But I've got this big tower and everything else, and I've got a couple of people who help me keep it on the air and everything else, and I sit back and I enjoy the benefits of it. So, is it an adventure? Well, sure it is, you know, because I'm sharing with you guys what's happening and what's going on. Oh, and I have the amplifier up and running again now. I had a tube issue back in June. A friend of mine thought he saw a little anomaly in the tube. So that's why I haven't been active this summer either, because again, this is the third summer in a row that I haven't had access to any amount of high power, and conditions have just been terrible. You know, throughout the summer, they haven't been great at all, and 100 watts just wasn't getting the job done, and I didn't have the amplifier because of a tube issue. But the tube was sent to Penta Laboratories. It was tested fine. So I had that installed the weekend as well. And that's ready to go. So don't know how much I'm going to use it. I really don't. It's kind of running into me being tired of this nonsense. Like, you know, the tube was $512, and, you know, and when it comes to these amplifiers, I need a lot of help with putting this stuff together, putting tubes and amps and stuff like that. So I think this time I'll use the amp sparingly, maybe for a big contest. I'll flip it on if I'm trying to work this really long South Pacific DX and there's a huge pile up, then I might turn it on to help boost my signal that way. But for now, I think for casual operating in the afternoon or in the evening on 40 meters, if conditions are half decent, just fire up the Mark V and run my 200 watts. So try to alleviate stressors. I think it's finally time that I can relax and have fun operating. So that's what this project was all about. Have it all tightened up and secured for the next 3 years of harsh climate and winds, because that's how long it's been up now, 3 years without a hitch, touch wood, cross fingers, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully we can, I won't have to touch it again for maybe another 3 years, if at all. So that's what's ahead. Again, the Mark V video, the portable kit video, and immediately following this one should be the tower maintenance program that we did this weekend. So, and I think you guys will enjoy that. And just to let you know as well that if you got the coin, you know, a man lift that you and your buddy could tow out to your trailer or out to your tower if you can't really climb anymore, that kind of thing is an option. It's I'll share the cost. It was like 650 Canadian dollars taxes in for the entire weekend. And it hasn't got to be returned until tomorrow. This is Labor Day weekend now as I'm shooting this, finishing up the unboxing video. It's Labor Day weekend. So I picked it up Friday, and it doesn't have to be back until tomorrow morning, Tuesday. So, and the cost is $650 for the weekend, which isn't terrible. If you got to do that every 3 years or every 4 years, that might not be terrible thing. So keep that in mind. I don't know what the U.S. markets are like for these rentable tow behind boom lifts. They could be towed with a pickup. There's different brands of them, of course. JLG, Genie. There's a bunch of them. So and they work quite well. They can go up to 45 feet, and that's another thing. Initially, we thought the tower was only at 32 feet of tower, and then 3 feet of mast, but that's not the case. I rented the 45 boom lift, and it was fully extended to reach the Mosley and the tower. So apparently, I guess my tower is taller than that. I guess I had 4 10-foot sections and a little bit on the bottom of that, plus the mast. So we figure it's a good 45 feet, and it actually makes sense because it's an absolute monster Yagi on 15 meters. It really is. So it makes sense that it's a wavelength off the ground for 15. So learned something new as well this weekend. And so that's a wrap on that. All right, I want to thank you all once again, and stay tuned. There's more to come, and I'll wish you best 73, and we'll see you further down the log. Take care.